Hi guys, Tom Morrison here, and I want to take you through some wrist strengthening exercises. So it's very important to look after your wrists like every day in case you were to fall, or if you play some sort of contact sport, or if you do MMA, anything like that. You really want to have really strong wrists. If you've ever had a wrist injury, it is so important to properly rehab it afterwards, otherwise it's going to give you problems and stiffness and pain may persist. So you want to look into as many different ways of strengthening it as possible. So I'm going to give you a few ideas today. So from here you have obviously straight, and then you have flexion, which is when your wrist is like this, and you have extension when your wrist is like this. And then you have all different variables like that. So straight up, straight down. Then you've also got, this is a pronated grip, and this would be supinated grip. And then you've also got your extension, or your flexion, sorry, and your extension that way, and then this way as well. So if you want to be good at slapping someone, you've got to be able to do this. Okay, so any little variation of that. So there in the zone is some drills straight away. So quite literally hand out in front, up and down, side to side. And then you've also got up and down like this. So if you want to be really good at shaking hands, this is the drill for you. Okay, and you've also got variations of that sideways, so like this. Okay, the way to start to strengthen some of those movements is you could go here with a stick. Hold the stick right at the end, or brush shaft, anything like that. Block off the elbow. The elbow always wants to try and help out with things. So block off the elbow and then just start to bring your stick down. Ignite the, and then try different angles like that. Okay, and then you could also go side to side like that. So pronation, supination, side to side. Pretend you're a clock. Even push it a wee bit further, see how far you can get without rotating too much. Like that. And then you can also work it at different angles, like that. Up and down. And a nice one would be from behind, hold it from here, just go down, touch the floor, and just bring it back up. A really nice thing to do with the stick as well is if you can put some sort of really light weight at the very end, then it makes it a lot more challenging for you. So if you are just after a wrist injury or something, start with the stick, but if you're cool beans, then start to make these things a little bit harder. So every 15-year-old kid, I would reckon, would have dumbbells like this. So a great way to make a tool for that is to take all the plates off one side and use these bows here and put the weight just at one side, okay? And then you can start to work those drills like that, okay? Really, really good, like that. Up and down, side to side, and then this boy back here like that. Up and down, up and down. That's a way to add a bit of weight to the movement. And then as well, if you have access to a sledgehammer, you could use a sledgehammer. So pick nice and high up and just tilt that way, tilt that way. A lot more challenging, okay? Another nice drill as well, this starts to bring the shoulders into it too. Grab like this, so you're in a flexed position, and then bring it up and around, and then around the back, and then go into an extended position and bring it back down and make it nice and slow like that. Okay, so this is actually a great one for the shoulders, the elbows, and the wrist. I would do it quite a lot. You can also go around the back of the head as well, do them for sets. Then you can start to get really fancy with stuff and start swinging it around yourself and just making little drills out of it. So I don't recommend trying this one if you've never done it before, but it is good fun and it hits a lot of stuff and also teaches your body how to react with weight. Okay, so that's just a few ideas to work with to help strengthen your wrists. I have a passive wrist stretch video. If you check that out first, always make sure you have good range of motion in your joints first of all before you start doing stuff like that. And yeah, always follow up a passive sort of stretch or mobility drill with something that requires you to use those new ranges in a way that's going to strengthen as well, and then you'll be more likely to be able to keep them ranges. Okay, any questions? Just let